The van was really dirty. It was so dirty. And it was run down, and so was he. He was really run down and dirty and angry. I wasn't sure what he was angry about, but I could see it in his eyes, and it scared me. Yeah. For some reason, my friend went up and started conversation with him. He was there at the gas station, filling up his white unmarked van, and she exchanged a couple lines with him, and then she climbed in his van. And I stood there waiting for her to tell me it was a joke. This girl is from Stanford. She's a really smart girl, so I was sure it was a joke. Then the other girl that was next to me walked over and joined her, and she climbed in the van. And I just stood there, kind of stuck where I was, shaking my head, like, that was not going to happen. And I think they saw it as an improvement to our situation, because earlier that day we had been sitting in this car that was smoking, like thick black smoke. It was on fire, but just a little bit. And we were sitting in the car, and it was really cold too, so that was a better situation than sitting on the side of the highway, because it was in the middle of the desert, in the middle of the highway, in the middle of this island, about 5 hours from where we were supposed to be, and the car was broken down. So this was a better situation, climbing into this van. That's what they were telling me. And I just really wasn't sure about it, and I was ready to walk away and leave these girls. But I saw the eyes of this man, and I couldn't. So instead, what I saw was a smile creep onto his face, and I walked over towards him, and I climbed into the van. And he didn't waste any time. Right away, we drove away from the gas station. He drove us, the 3 girls, in his van. And the first thing he said to us was, "Are you girls tired? You must be so tired." It was the middle of the night. We had had all this adventure beforehand. He said, "I have a mattress in the back. And you guys must be so tired. Why don't you just climb on back and fall asleep?" And I was laughing in my head, like, no, we're dumb enough to be here, but no more. The girls were so grateful. They said, "Thank you so much. We're so tired. We'll climb back onto the mattress in the back of your van." And they fell asleep. So here I was alone with this guy, angry at them and seeing the anger in his eyes. But I told him, I'm actually really not tired. I'm so awake, and I don't think I'm going to fall asleep tonight. I was really not sure how to treat the situation, because it seemed pretty sensitive, and it wasn't just me, it was the girls too that were at risk but not caring. So I tried to look at this man and see like a human side of him. I wanted to know why he was angry, and I wanted to understand, at least, to not be so bored and scared during this long trip ahead. So I would ask him questions like, "Do you have a family? Do you have a wife? Can you tell me about them?" And he would say, "Are you sure you're not tired? Don't you want to fall asleep with your friends?" And I would say, "Hey, actually, we missed the turn back there. I think we're supposed to be on the other road. Like, I think, where are you taking us? This isn't the right way." And he would kind of make a face, but eventually we'd get back on track, and we went back and forth like that for a long time, and I got to know this guy a lot, and it was really interesting. I learned about his values in life, and his anger seemed to start calming down. We were still playing this game of like him being a creep and me telling him like, "I'm not scared, but don't do that." In the end, there's no real like lesson from this story. We got to this place that was somewhat close to where we were supposed to end up, and I got the girls out of the car, and I stayed calm. I was like, "We're not going to show them that we're scared, but get out. We're going to get home now." And this guy that I had been in conversation with all night, I don't know how he didn't just try to take me out or something and take advantage of the situation. I mean, I pack a mean punch, but I couldn't take him on. At the end of the night, I looked into his eyes, and they were these bright blue eyes. And under this man who was very dirty, very angry, I just saw another face. And I said, right before we left, and I took down his license plate, I said, thank you. Thank you for getting us home safely. And then I left. Yeah. And I know so many other people would be in other situations that night. I don't know why we got lucky, but we did. If only he had showered and maybe been less angry, we could have been friends or something. I'm joking. I'm really, really joking. Yeah, that's my story.